In this video, I will talk about the 5-step process that will help you to overcome the fear that comes with deciding to change your career. Hi, I'm Divya Tampi from divyatampi.com. I'm a mid-career and an emotional wellness coach and on a mission to help 100,000 mid-career professionals activate their core by discovering their dream career and making the switch. Please remember to like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. I had been learning yoga for about 5 to 6 months when the yoga teacher introduced us to Shirshasana, also known as the headstand. It is a yoga pose where you balance your body upside down on your head and your hands. Initially, I was really scared about trying it out, but after a few days, I was able to put my head down and lift up my legs, and I was really elated. So I came back home and tried to get into the headstand. I put my head down and started to raise my legs up with no wall behind me to break my fall if it were to happen. But much to my delight, my legs started going up, and in my excitement, I straightened them up in a hurry. Not surprisingly, I fell over and I hurt my ankle. Now, within a day or two, that ankle twisted again, and I had to stop all kinds of activity that required my legs to be used, like running, doing yoga, or even going for evening walks for about 2 weeks. It took me a total of 3 months to fully recover. Now, when I went back to yoga class, I was super scared of trying the headstand. But the yoga teacher made us work very hard on the core muscles to strengthen it. And after almost a year, I managed to go down on my head and lift up my legs while still keeping them folded at the knees. I refused to straighten my legs. Everyone encouraged me and told me that, I had the wall behind me and I couldn't possibly fall even if I tried. But the fear had lodged itself firmly inside my heart. So people who had joined the yoga training much later progressed from basic asanas to the headstand while I stayed back with the same folded leg position. I didn't feel good about that, but my fear of falling was much greater than the not so great feeling of being able to raise up my legs. However, I didn't give up altogether and I continued to do some amount of practice. Then one day the yoga teacher showed us how to fall safely when trying to hold a headstand. His point was that when you are trying to hold a headstand, your chances of falling are really very high. So it's important to learn how to fall safely without injuring yourself. I felt very excited, because suddenly there was hope. So we learned to roll over and do some basic somersaults on the floor. I was a little scared even of the somersaults, but what I did was I clarified some of my doubts about how to do it. I gathered all my courage and I started doing the rolling over or the somersaults. Learning a small trick also helped me to improve my courage. You see, when you are trying to roll the body over in a somersault, if you tuck your chin, it ensures that even if your somersault doesn't go that well, you don't end up breaking your neck. So after a few days of practicing the rolling over, I was now willing to try the headstand again because I knew how to fall. Now, why am I narrating this story in so much of detail? The thing is, I had learned some very important lessons along the journey of progressing towards a headstand, which are very similar to the lessons that I learned when going about trying to make a career change. And here are the lessons. Changing careers can be very scary. That's the first one. When trying to do the headstand, I was literally looking at the world upside down and it was scary initially. Taking the first steps towards a career change feels quite similar. You are unfamiliar with the new world of work and it feels scary. And let's first accept that. Moving into a career, even one that you feel excited about, can generate fear because it's a new territory. You worry that you will make stupid mistakes and that it will hurt your credibility and reputation. Especially for mid-career professionals who are used to having certain amount of authority, confidence and being respected for their expertise. So the idea of being seen as a newbie can be super scary. So the first step to overcoming fear is acknowledging that there is fear. While that sounds simple, most people don't acknowledge the fear. Instead, they just avoid the discomfort. They do this by telling themselves and others many stories that justify their decision to not pursue the new career option. It provides relief in the short run and brings unhappiness in the long run. Point number 2, strengthen your muscles. One of the reasons I found it hard to maintain the balance with my headstand initially was because my core muscles were not strong. Over a period of many months, I strengthened my core by doing things like planks, push-ups, leg raises. Now, similarly for career change, you would need to build knowledge and skills in the domain that you want to move into by consistently reading, learning, and trying. For example, if the stock markets fascinate you, read up more to understand all about it. Sign up and complete courses that help you to set the foundation and teach you the skills. Speak to trusted friends and families and people from your professional network to understand how things work in the new industry. Interview experienced people from the domain. Get as familiar as you can with the ins and outs of the new career. Deliberate practice is the third point. Now, while I was strengthening my core, unless I practiced the exact asana I was wanting to hold, which is the Shirshasana or the headstand, the exact muscles would never get strained in maintaining the body balance. If anyone with a strong core could do the headstand, then most sports people and bodybuilders would be able to do it without any practice. But that's not the case, So hence, for a new career change, deliberately practice the skills you learn by carrying out small experiments if necessary. So for example, offer to help a friend who's working in a field that you are interested in, or carry out small experiments of your own. When I decided to become a counselor, I did a certification course and immediately offered to have counseling conversations with friends and colleagues who were going through difficult situations or whenever the opportunity arose. I also volunteered to work as a counselor for a firm. So I would end up spending 2 to 4 hours on a daily basis actually having counseling conversations, learning through books, courses, and even through other means. So start applying what you're learning, even if it is in small ways. Deliberate practice is more than just spending time applying the skills that you have learned. It includes observing the mistakes that you make and setting up mini goals to make corrections to those mistakes each day. Now, in my case, the volunteering opportunity also provided me with the opportunity to reach out to a supervisor and get feedback. I made the most out of that opportunity. Make sure that you enroll the help and support of experts and experienced people. Point number 4, learning to fall. My biggest breakthrough came when learning this headstand. It came from learning to fall safely. When it comes to career change, before you can get good and build a reputation for being an expert in the new domain or role, get comfortable with making mistakes and learning from them. How do you do that? You do that by practicing your skills in low-risk environments. So when I was practicing counseling with friends and colleagues, I let them know in advance that I was still learning, and hence we did not try to actually tackle any complex situations or high-risk situations. So if you are switching into a field of, let's say, interior designing, see if you can do any internships at a small firm that is into interior designing, or then offer to redesign the homes of your friends for a small budget to make the changes. Enjoy the process of being a learner in the new field. Rope in the support of mentors and experts in the field. Acknowledge to yourself and to them that you are new to the skills and that you will need their help with course correction. If in the initial days of learning to drive a car, if you focus your attention on looking fearless and confident, you will not be able to focus on maneuvering the vehicle forward. Hence, give up the need for perfection when trying to apply the skills required for the new career. Be forthcoming about your ignorance and mistakes and actively seek feedback. Don't forget to thank the people who help you with that. I will forever be grateful to my yoga teacher for teaching me how to fall and all those people who helped me practice counseling. Point number 5, surround yourself with supporters. The only reason that I was able to do the headstand was because I had my classmates from the yoga class as well as my yoga teacher who constantly encouraged me and helped me through the challenging situations. Similarly, in the initial days of me volunteering for counseling, my family was concerned. They couldn't understand why I would let go of the security of a well-paid job and volunteer to do counseling. And their concern was actually valid. They had no idea what the prospects of the new career were, and they did not want me to take any unnecessary risks. The reason I was able to persist through that period despite the resistance from my family was because I had created another support group. This was a group of friends and others who supported me or then were on a similar journey as me. I constantly kept in touch with friends who wanted me to succeed at the things that I wanted to. I also kept in touch with the new professional network and colleagues who were like me and were trying to learn counseling skills. I had identified models, role models, and having role models gave me the confidence that I could get there someday too. Remember that it takes a village to make your dreams come true, and don't try to do it all on your own. Now to complete my story about the headstand. After learning to fall safely, within a matter of days, I successfully held the headstand pose without any support, and that was last month. Overall, what should have taken me a few months took me more than 2 years to achieve, all because I was trying to skip a few very important steps. You see, you have to incorporate all the 5 steps that I spoke about, namely acknowledging the fear, strengthening your muscles, practicing deliberately, learning to fall, and surrounding yourself with supporters. Wishing you luck with your dream career switch. Have a great day.